Going more combo isn't great versus Jeskai. It's probably also fair. I mean, you don't have that many counter spells, right? You had post board 4 Force of Will. So like, a bigger problem is probably like Dak Faden. I can't like deploy it, and I have to win the turn to deploy it, right? Greek flag. Excuse me. Yeah, we got a Bazaar. What's opponent gonna do today? Volcanic Island, sure. I'm gonna play around negation by end of turning a Once Upon a Time. Pre-board, they probably have 2 negations in their deck, so there's really no reason not to play around it. This is basically the only target. Am I gonna get a Force of Will here? Oh, we get Spell Pierce, wonderful. Maybe I should just Wasteland them. Nah, that can't be right. Can't be right, right? What do you think, Amir? What do you think about Wastelanding here? I think you should just like always counter it if you're just not Force of Will, and consider countering it if it is Force of Will. Do you think Wastelanding or Bazaar makes more sense? Probably Bazaar. It's game 1. Especially because our Wasteland's going to return a Bloodghast. Bloodghast, Once Upon a Time. I'm going to hold the Hogaak in hand just because I don't really want to show it off, and it also makes 1 more card in the yard to cast my Hogaak, so no reason not to jam this here. The only reason not to jam this here is if they go Mox Dak Faden, but hopefully we should be able to hold off a Dak Faden with a Wasteland. Looks like we got a Force of Will. That's fine too. Dak Faden is a huge problem. You only have 2 Dak Fadens in your like, oh, it's actually 4-color PO. Wait, is it Manguchi deck? What deck is this? Dak Faden is just like such a liability is the biggest issue here. Nice. I'll take that for sure. So if I choose not to Wasteland here, I could return my Vengevine by getting a Dryad Arbor. But this is their only source. We know this is their only blue source. I think I might hold on to this hollow one. I might not play a hollow one this turn. I'm gonna hold this hollow one. I think I want to play this Vengevine, and to do so, I'm gonna need to hold this hollow one here. That's a good draw too. I still think I'm supposed to go in though, which means I'm gonna lose all of these cards, but I can keep this Vigor for later. So I just go land, fetch land. I should have played the hollow one first. Now this is actually better. Land, fetch, Dryad Arbor, Hogaak, hollow one, trigger Vengevine. I don't have Vigor right away, but I might be able to get Vigor on the next turn. So here's why you have a Dryad Arbor in your deck. It counts as a mana source for my Hogaak. And then maybe I should have played the hollow one first so that if they had Force of Will, they would have countered the... No, actually I would rather than counter the Hogaak than the hollow one. And then this is my second spell. It's going to bring back a Vengevine. And now all of a sudden I have 11 power in play. Sorry, not 11. 11 is without the Hogaak. I have 19 power in play. Opponent, you should try to kill me. Or you're gonna die to a large avatar. This is 11 power. This is an additional 8. I like how we played this game. Pretty happy with that. I'm gonna bring in Oof, just in case it's PO. It could be PO with a Spell Pierce. I already have Vigor. I think that's all I want to do. I guess like if it's PO, I want Chalice. I guess we'll just bring in Chalice. And we'll trim one supplier. This is why you play Force of Despair. Yeah, I mean, you could. You could. You most certainly could. So no challenge today. Challenge today. Probably just get this one league in. All right. On the draw again. I think there's like 0 possibility of me doing a 3 a.m. I might be up at 3 a.m., but I'll probably just be wasted, so. That would make an entertaining stream, though. I would probably be too drunk for TOS, though, so. Seems reasonable. No Vigor, but Twitch terms of service. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce makes me think it's definitely been Gucci deck. Which is a misclassification, right? It's really the deck 84 deck. I guess you could just call it the deck 84. Mangucci just stole it from him. Using that popularity to steal deck names. Grixis Tinker. Yes. Grixis Tinker. Okay, yeah, sure. Do your worst. And by do your worst, I do not mean Island, Mana Crypt, Tinker me. Nah, for PO, you mostly want to play Fluster. I think I have played a Spell Pierce in PO. It was during the time where everyone was playing Walkers. It was Narset metagame. I played Spell Pierce in PO in the Narset metagame. I wonder if I played a Spell Pierce at Eternal Weekend, because that was a 4 Narset metagame. Or sorry, 3 Narset metagame. No one played 4 Narsets. But they probably should have. That's true. Could be a BPK pile. This deck is... which deck? The other HogaakVine deck or this deck? This deck is not really a pitch deck. No. I'm just gonna go to my turn. They shouldn't have negation in their deck anymore. Another Bloodghast or a Vengevine. I actually think I'd rather have a Bloodghast here. Kind of a weird thing to say. Probably wrong too. If they're playing Surgical, just go for a Vengevine. Everyone in there is trying to play Surgical these days. Do I hold this Once Upon a Time? I guess I have a Dryad Arbor, so I don't actually need to. I was thinking about holding the Once Upon a Time just to make sure I have a green card for a Vigor at some point. But I think my gut feeling is that they have a Surgical in their hand. Hey, Art. Someone was looking for your mono red list. Who was looking for? Maybe it was one of my YouTube commenters. Let me go look. I think they deleted it. Well, oh no, I haven't responded. Here. Can I get a link to this? How do I get a permalink to this? If you don't mind, there's a comment on that video if you want to just throw it there. Or you can throw it in the Discord and I can throw it there. Doesn't matter to me. This is a mystical tutor for a tinker? Oh, it's just an ancestral. Okay. Doesn't make me happy. I guess if it was a mystical vamp or an ancestral, the ancestral is the least scary. Because if it was a mystical or a vampiric, then I'm just getting tinkered and I can't win. So. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just ship it to me, I can put it there. If not, you can throw it there. My poor viewer was more interested in your list than my list, so. All right, what are we tanking on, homie? Going on. I can just F6. Just get that free value. Taxium probe. See that there's nothing. Oh no, not a Taxium probe. How's it going, Anarchy? Happy weekend. Nice. Oh, I haven't done that. Fuck. I don't even think I played a single match. I guess I should submit a deck. We need to make a sideboard. Maybe we'll do that in between the next queue time. I need to make a sideboard. Yeah, I just did not have time to. I mean, I had time. I just chose to use my time to not do set roulette. I was like much more interested in playing Hogaak this week, as evidenced by my like 13 leagues of Hogaak in the last 7 days. You just do them so quickly. Like if I normally have a time during the week to play one, like typically when I come home, no, I probably have to leave after this league, so probably not. When I come home from work, I have time to do like, I don't know, one league if I'm doing something else during that day, maybe 2 leagues if I was like really had nothing to do. But with Hogaak, I can do like 3 leagues because they take like 50 minutes. Oh, it is actually just Pia with Spell Pierce. Okay, so we need to board a little differently in game 3. Interesting. I just did not get a read that they were on PO after seeing Spell Pierce, but we're gonna board out our Bloodghast and bring in Deafening Silences, especially on the play. I should have known after it was someone who I'd never played against before. I should have known they were on PO. I'm gonna let them go for a little bit here, and then we'll, yeah, I don't know, man. Spell Pierce. Maybe they just didn't have any Flusterstorms. I don't know. I had a turn 1 kill and I got sorted. Yeah. HogaakVine's great. I don't like playing. Oh, so they did bring in Tormod script. Maybe this is like a really old PO list. I don't think PO players play Tormod script anymore. I didn't like playing HogaakVine. I just didn't like the play patterns very much. But the deck is really sick. Is this gonna be a Desire or is this gonna be another PO? Alright, you got me, fam. That's deterministic, so. Alright, so we're gonna change up our plan slightly. We're gonna bring in these 4 Deafening Silences for these 4 Bloodghasts. And then we're gonna submit like this. Our goal is to have a fetch land and a Deafening Silence on turn 1. Maybe some Force of Vigor back up and move on from there. We also have like, we have some serious lock pieces. Like, these are very, very strong lock pieces. And Vigor is very good disruption, so. The problem with HogaakVine for me is like you kind of need these like exact combinations of counter spells and that you have to hold in your hand, and I just don't like that. I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel I don't know. I wasn't super thrilled by the way that the way you activate Bazaar in that deck. I didn't like as much as the way I activate Bazaar in this deck. Kind of a hard thing to verbalize. So here I have an active Force of Vigor as well as very close to multiple Hollow Ones on turn 1. So sorry, multiple Vengevines on turn 1. So let's go for this. We're just looking for a Root Walla or a Hollow One off of our draw 2 here. Damn it, that's so close. If this was a Jet or this was a Deathrite Shaman, that would have worked as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch Vengevine, Stitcher's Supplier. I'm gonna hold the Hollow One in hand to help me cast it on the next turn. And I'm gonna hold the Emerald and the Oof and the Hogaak because I want to be able to pitch this Hogaak to Vigor, still be able to use Collector Oof, and I don't want to give up my ability to play these Vengevines by playing a Hollow One on this turn. The clock isn't going to be fast enough if I play the Hollow One by itself, so I really want to keep it in hand so that I can activate these Vengevines. And I need to hold up in Vigor so that I don't get turn 1 wrecked by a PO or something here. If they play a Mox Opal here, I'm gonna... I was gonna say if they played an Opal, I would have hit these 2 Mox in. But it looks like they don't have an Opal, or they wouldn't have sequenced it this way. Or they just don't know that that's kind of an awkward way to sequence it. When you have a Mox, like an Opal start here, you're going to want to lead Opal, least effective Mox, next effective Mox. Oh, I can fucking hit this Sensei's top right now. And the reason you want to do that is because it desensitivizes opponent to Vigor you. Like, if you just go Mox, Opal, opponent gets your 2 Mox in and turns off your Opal. Where if you go Mox, Opal, least effective Mox in, opponent is less incentivized to hit your Opal and your least effective Mox. Oh, I can hit Pearl top here, and it does seem good for me. Alright, so they get to draw a card, but whatever. They spent 3 mana to draw their best card. Fine with me. Now, here we're looking for, like... We need a little more help because we lost... Oh, that's perfect. Holy shit, that's great. So I think I'm actually going to go pitch the Hollow One. So I'm going to pitch Hollow One, Root Wall of Vengevine, and then I'm going to go Wasteland, Mox, Oof, trigger my 3 Vengevines. 1, 2, 3. This is about as good as it gets, actually. And I don't think opponent has Force of Will because they did not force that Vigor. They might, though. Oh, they have Spell Pierce. There's no way. Oh, God. If they have Spell Pierce here and I get wrecked, it's going to be so wrong. But they're just going to wreck the fuck out of it. Oh, no. No. No, this is the correct play, but I'm just going to get wrecked. Please, no. You shouldn't have Spell Pierce in your deck. Don't do this to me. Not currently, I don't. If I finish this league up, I would, but currently don't. I have no guarantee that we're going to be able to finish this league in time. I swear to God, if we get Spell Pierced here and we don't get to bring back our Vengevines, oh no, because I could play around that weird play by like just going for Hollow One, but it's so much higher value to go for Collector Oof, and they shouldn't have Spell Pierce in our deck. It's all creatures. Yeah, if you don't find one, Jake, and I finish this league before the challenge starts, then you can borrow one of my two. I only own two actually because they spiked really, really hard. But maybe I own three? I think I only own two. No, I do own. I think this means I own three. I probably do have one to lend you, I guess. Does this mean, what do the numbers here mean? I own three, right? Alright, we'll put it on stream. What is your name on this? I just gotta go to the leaderboard. Jacob is boss. I can't play the challenge today. I would play this deck though, because I'm just having fun with it. Alright, if you add me, I can trade you real quick while we're on stream here. Oh, you're not online yet. Alright. Let me get... Oh, I didn't get Spell Pierce. God bless. Alright, Collector Oof for turn 3 Vengevines. Lock up your Moxen. Good game. Thank you for playing. F6. Good game. Thank you for playing. Always yes. Always yes. Always yes. Always yes. Pew, 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 pew. I love this deck. It's so sick. There's no way you have a Force of Will. You would have. I would have forced this. Unless they drew Force off the top for some reason. Just don't know why they would be afraid to activate top to draw Force then. Doesn't really make much sense to me. I feel like they like drew this land or something. Alright, sick. Take 12. And you can't use Moxen in your... And you can't use artifacts in your artifact-based combo deck. As long as we don't get balanced here. That is the key. As long as opponent doesn't have land balance. That is about the only thing that gets them out of this. Or Tabernacle. Tabernacle does it. Not exactly, but... Hey, if they Tabernacle, I should be able to stack the order of these, right? I'm pretty sure Magic Online auto stacks the order, and I think that's a problem. Like, I know why they did it. It's because people didn't want to manually put Tabernacle triggers on the stack, but, like, I want to sack my Oof first to unlock my Emerald. And if Magic Online puts them in a dumb order, I'm not gonna be able to sack my oof first. Piss me off is what it's gonna do. Because this currently would put them to 5. And all I have to do is pay for a Vengevine and 2 Vengevines and they would die. Alright, I can put it there. It was automatic the last time I did it. If it's not automatic, then we'll be fine. So, like, we still only lose to land balance. Tabernacle is not good enough. That's not good enough either. Oh, they have Tabernacle. We should beat this, though. All we need to do is stack these triggers correctly, and we should win. Alright. No, see, it auto-stacked. And it auto-stacked in the wrong way. We can still win because 5 is enough damage. But if we needed 6 damage, we would lose. Because Magic Online auto-stacked. I need to fucking put a screenshot online. This is... Is it? How do you... I don't know. It doesn't like have a yes no on it. I see it here, but my vials don't. I'm pretty sure like they just have certain abilities get auto stacked. Like I'm actually okay in this game, but like it would lose me the game if they had 1 more life. It's already stacked. I can't put them on the stack. They are automatically put on the stack. I don't know why. Maybe I have an option on that is automatically stacking those abilities, like mentor abilities and stuff. No, my mentor abilities aren't auto stacked. I don't see an option. There is like stack abilities automatically is a button, but I don't think I have it on. Like I see that, but there's no like toggle, right? Oh no. Alright, well, let's just win the game first, and then we'll complain to Magic Online or something. I know that some abilities auto-stack and some don't. And I know, like, I usually have to, like, I remember this problem with Amulet of Vigor when I used to play Modern. See, like, I want to sack that oof first so that I can use my Emerald mana. I should have activated my Bazaar in my upkeep, but I was too busy killing my opponent. I swear to God, if you have an action, that's fine. I'm gonna complain on Twitter. That's what I do best.